Hello students, today we will discuss on the isolation of terpenoids. It is effected in two steps. The first step is the isolation of essential oils and the second step is the isolation of terpenoids from these essential oils. So first we discuss on the first step, the methods of isolation of essential oils. These are the following methods: expression method, steam distillation, maceration, extraction by volatile solvents, and adsorption in purified fats, which is known as encurate. First method is the expression method. In this method, plant material is cut into small pieces and then crushed to get the juice, which is screened to remove large particles. The juice is centrifuged at high speed when nearly half of the essential oil is extracted. The residue is used for the isolation of inferior quality of oil. Examples are citrus, lemon, and grass oils. This method is not of very much use, it is only of historical importance. The second method is the steam distillation, which is the most widely used method. In this, the plant material is kept in a large container called still, and the steam is injected through an inlet, converting the essential oils into vapor. As you can see here, this is the still, which is known, it is a large container made up of steel, which is known as still. In this, the plant material is kept and the steam is injected through this inlet containing the plant material. Through this steam, the plant material is converted or vaporized, and these vapors then are passed or travel to the condenser. The condenser, here there are two separate pipes which makes possible for hot water to exit and cold water to enter the condenser. This cold water, it condenses the vapors, and then the vapors and the essential oils, these pass into the separator. This is the separator. Because water and oil do not mix, the essential oil floats on the top of the water. From here it is siphoned off. The limitation of this process is that some essential oils are decomposed during this process and some are hydrolyzed. The third method is the maceration. In this method, the plant material is converted into moderately coarse powder and placed in a closed vessel. To this, solvent is added and the mixture is allowed to stand for 1 week. Then the liquid is strained. Some residue is pressed to recover any liquid left. Strained and expressed liquids are mixed. An advantage of this method is that more plant essence is captured. This is the diagrammatic representation of maceration. Here you can see the solvent, and in this the finely chopped plant matter is mixed with the solvent. From here, this solid residue is pressed to recover any remaining liquid. Then it is filtered through a funnel, and finally strained and expressed liquids are mixed and clarified. The next method is the solvent extraction. In this method, solvents like hexane and ethanol are used. When plant material is treated with the solvent, it produces a waxy aromatic compound called concrete. The concrete is mixed with alcohol to release oil particles. It then passes through a condenser and separates out. This oil is used for perfumery or aromatherapy. As you can see, this solvent extraction method, this solvent is then passed through this plant material and it is converted into concrete. Then it passes through the vacuum distillation pump. Here the alcohol and they are vaporized. Then these vapors then pass through the condenser, and from here the essential oil absolute form is siphoned off. The next method is enfleurage. In this method, the fat is warmed to 50 degrees centigrade on the glass plates. Then it is covered with flower petals and kept for several days until it is saturated with essential oils. The old petals are replaced by fresh ones and the process is repeated. After removing the petals, the fat is treated with ethanol to dissolve all the oils present in the fat. It is then fractionally distilled under reduced pressure to remove the solvent. Recently, the fat is replaced by coconut charcoal due to greater stability and higher absorptive capacity. Here you can see this is the enfleurage method. Here the warm fat is warmed in this signet and flower petals are here spread. It is then replaced, and from this using the alcohol all the oils are extracted. Now the second step is the separation of terpenoid from essential oils. First is the chemical method. Chemical method is used for many terpenoids. First, if the essential oils contains terpenoid hydrocarbon, then it is treated with Tinder's reagent, that is nitrosyl chloride in chloroform. Then the terpenoid converts into crystalline adduct of hydrocarbons having sharp melting points. The adducts are separated and decomposed into their corresponding hydrocarbon. If the essential oil contains alcohol, then it is treated with phthalic anhydride, which converts it into a diester. These diesters are extracted with sodium bicarbonate and decomposed by alkali to form phthalic acid and alcohols, terpenoid alcohols. In this method, the primary alcohols react readily, the secondary less readily, and the tertiary it does not react at all. Terpenoids containing aldehydes and ketones are treated with carbonyl reagents like sodium bisulfite, phenylhydrazine, 2,4-dinitrophenylhydrazine, and semicarbazide. After the separation, it is decomposed into terpenoids. The next methods are the physical methods. Physical methods, we will deal with two methods: fractional distillation and chromatography. First, the fractional distillation. During fractional distillation of the essential oils, the monoterpenoid hydrocarbons distill first, followed by their oxygenated derivatives. The residue containing sesquiterpenoids remain undistilled. They are then separated by distillation under reduced pressure. The chromatography, the second method, physical method, is the chromatographic method. In this method, the essential oil is allowed to flow through the proper adsorbent when the different classes of terpenoids form different chromatograms. The individual chromatograms are now eluted and the different eluates are further subjected to chromatography when different terpenoids of each group form different bands. The individual terpenoids are obtained from the chromatograms. That's all. Thank you.